Thank you, Kevin. Jay?
Quick question. How many people were here at the last forum? You really have to get a life, really. I would like to add, thanks very much for being here. There's someone sitting down front, you don't see it all. Gilda, she has a sign in her hand. I had nightmares after the last forum being banged in the head with that sign, so I'll make this quick. First of all, as you know, I'm brand new here, 13 months. The biographical sketch in the book is the briefest you've ever seen in the entire history of Heritage Parks. But that's me. I mean, straight to the point, no bull. What you see is what you get. And I can tell you this, that my 13 months here have been wonderful. They really have. And I have a sister living here, and I've been visiting here for 7 years off and on, sponging off her as much as possible. And part of the biographical sketch does not mention the fact that I am married for 43 years. My lovely wife, Janet. Last time here, I asked her to stand up. She got mad as hell at me, so I won't bring it up again. She does play bridge, which I don't, thank God. And also, I was in the service. I spent 4 years in the Air Force, 2 of it in Casablanca with SPAC. I worked under General LeMay. Some of you old-timers may remember General LeMay. He was the boss. He was God. No one else existed but General LeMay. And I spent 2 years in the desert of Casablanca on a top-secret radio site. If I told you what I did, I had to shoot you. I came up here to relax and get out of board business. I was the master board president in Venice for 4 years. It's a tough job. Blood pressure goes up. But I'll tell you, some people here have found out what I did down in Venice. Yeah, I'm happy to report that the community high in Venice, this is not bull, it was voted the #1 golfing community in Venice. And many of you people haven't been to Venice, that's quite an achievement. And keep in mind, the vote came from all the residents, golf and not golf. So we're very, very proud. I came here and was going to relax, and I was asked if I would not consider running for the board. I don't even know the names of the streets in my village. So I have no political background. I don't know anybody. I have about 45 friends. They're all Yankee baseball fans. I can't stand those guys. Anyway, I don't know anybody. There's no bridges. There's no remorse, nothing. And I did not join this to be a golfer or anything else. I'm a pretty good tennis player. I don't know the first thing about watching. If you wave that sign again, this is not good. But anyway, I thank you very much for being here. Taking the time to do it really speaks a lot. In echoing what Beth said, get people to vote, because I've tried to change bylaws and covenants where I came from, and it's almost impossible unless you get everybody out there to vote. Thank you.
Yes. Jay? This is kind of a long question. Do you feel that the association acted in the best interest of the community in ignoring the decisions made by the McGladrey study of amenities, i.e., that there should only be one type of golf membership within the community?
As I said at the very beginning, this is kind of unfair, but I just got here. But it's kind of interesting. I can tell you a little background. The same firm you used here, I brought the advertisement back to the former general manager I had in Venice. I said, "You ever hear of these guys?" He pulled a whole file folder out with the same firm. So the firm has an excellent reputation. I have not read the report, and I know the reputation is very good. I think I've asked the question to someone asked me this question the other day, and I said, "Give me a chance to read the report first and how it applies. And then we'll take it from there." It's unfair because I don't want to assume anything without reading the report.
Thank you, Jay. Jay? What committee would you choose to be liaison to, and why?
I don't know all the committees right now, but the one I'd be interested in is a committee that's set up to oversee the overall operations of the club. There is such a committee, but that's what background is all operational. People, staffing, career path planning. Spent 36 years of my life doing all of that. I would like to spend more time here and working in those areas. Financial is not my daily work, but I do like dealing with the people, and anything that has to do with the people or management of the club is an area I'm interested in. Thank you.
Yes. Jay? What experience have you had with cost-cutting methods and holding expenses within a strict, limited budget?
I spent most of my career supervising 102 field claim offices around the United States. At times, like everybody else, we had downsizing or right-sizing, whatever phrase you want to use. And we had to reduce staff, close offices, and reset budgets. I did that my entire career. I also set up a lot of catastrophe operations involving plane people traveling all over the United States, and heaven forbid, hurricanes in Florida. And that was all set up with staffing requirements and budget requirements. And I'm happy to report that a plan I put forward to my company, reducing the size of our field claims staff, saved the company $50 million. They liked it so much, they appointed me and promoted me, so I guess it came across pretty well.
Thank you. Describe your strengths and weaknesses and how they are applicable to being a board member.
Very short fuse. Don't particularly like the Yankees. There's 2 votes I lost already. Whoa! I'll tell you the truth. I think my experience in running a master board in a club very similar to this, I think I have the background to be able to try to lend some support to this organization here. I think it's a great club, beautifully built, and twice the size of the one I left, by the way. And the one I left also cost me $6,000 a year to play golf, all by myself. So I thank you very much for putting this club together. And I have not yet fired Bill Durfeld yet. Can I fire him now?
You did it last week.
Get hired again.
Thank you, Jay. Kevin?